Everyone, it's Nicole, and here is the last challenge for the National or International Scrapbooking Day, and it is a bingo challenge. So basically, I put different words that are scrapbooking related, and as you're making your layout, you need to color in and then try to fill in as much as you possibly can. Now, I have to say, I was trying to fill the whole page, but I think I got like four squares that weren't colored, so I'm happy with that. So this collection is I'd Rather Be Crafting by Simple Stories, I think. And the other day I said, oh, I don't scrap the thing until I haul it. Well, this one I didn't, so when I do haul it, some of the papers are going to be gone, but I just needed to get this done. So I decided to use that grid pattern paper as the background, but of course the background is one that I love too. It's all with the scissors and the paintbrushes and all that stuff. So I just cut enough so that I would have at least a strip each of the B side of the pattern paper, and then I just went into my stash and just grabbed a piece of cardstock that I had cut the inside out, and I'm going to cover the whole thing anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's entirely covered. Now, I wasn't supposed to butt it up against the bottom because now all my gap is going to be at the top. But I tried to lift it and I was going to ruin that pattern paper. I am famous for lifting things up and re-sticking them down. The last crop that I went to, my friend Karen was sitting across from me and she's like, oh my gosh, like stop doing that. But every page I gotta lift. There's gotta be something that I lift or move, or anyway, in the end it doesn't really matter because once it's glued down. But it just seems that I think I tried to make the decisions. I don't want to spend 3 hours on a scrapbook page, so I want to glue things down, but because of that, sometimes I glue it down a little too prematurely maybe. And especially this weekend, my time is limited, the time that I can spend in my scrap room. So as soon as I start scrapping, I just gotta go for it. So what I decided to do was, there was that gap, so on that bingo sheet, there was the word washi. So I went into my stash and grabbed a couple of washi. One of them is just like a pink with little white dots. And then I thought to really make it pop, I have like a 1/8 washi tape, and I use that at the top and the bottom also. So then it really made it pop. And by doing that, that made me decide that I was going to mat my photo and my little 3x4 card that I cut down on some black cardstock. So I'm looking through the whole thing of the collection, and I'm seeing what I can use. Now, when I was at Crop and Create and I was, buying some new supplies, I didn't want to buy. I used to be the type that if I bought a collection, I bought everything that went with it. So I bought the 6x6, the enamel dots, every single sticker that there was, every, ephemera piece. And I was like, no, just get what you absolutely want. Well, for almost all the collections, I didn't get the die cuts, and that's what I use some of the most of the stuff. So anyway, a lot of these collections, I don't have the die cuts. I think what I grabbed, what I thought was the die cuts, was actually like frames and tags, which is fine, but it's not like die cuts. But I do have the chipboard and the stickers, so I won't order the die cut packs. I'll just do with what I have. But next year I'll have to make sure that I just pay a little bit more attention. So I matted my photo and my journaling card, like I said, on black cardstock, and here I go again, ripping it apart because it wasn't just the way I wanted it. But like I said, once it's glued down, it's okay. And I took a peek at my washi tape there because that is one of my favorite washi tape. And I'm almost out. And I was like, no. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 pattern papers and I'm going to cut them both to 6x8. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Once I matted the photo on black, I mounted it on that yellow pattern paper with the X's. And I just made sure that there was one row of X all around the photo. And then I just put the 6x8 both horizontally, and then I just kind of spread them apart so that you could see a little bit of both of the pattern papers. And then I went into my stash and grabbed a doily. The doilies are from Studio Calico. They used to sell them like 10 in a package, and when I was a member and I used to get the Studio Calico kit, you know, almost every month I would say, send me some doilies. So I have a ton of doilies, and I'm glad I did that because now I have all kinds of doilies and I don't have to worry about it. So as I'm putting stuff on my page, I'm coloring it in. Now, one of the things I didn't color in was multiple photos, and I had a couple of photos, but I decided to go with one. Now, this I bought on AliExpress. It's some rub-on, and I'm going to screw it up here in a minute because I was trying to see how I could move it forward because it didn't go in properly. Anyway, I'll have to get my husband to look at it. But it's these cute little owls rub-on. It's a rub-on, and anyway, I'm sure my husband can fix it. You're going to see it fly. It just springs out. So before I do that, I know I want to do that little rub-on. It's so stinking cute. And see, this is where I want to fix it. Oh, push the wrong button. Boom. It just jumped right out of my hands. So I know my husband can fix it. All I want to do was, I was looking for a spot where that little wheel was coming out and that I could put it back together. But anyway, I didn't want to waste too much time, so you're going to see me. I want to put another little piece of rub-on at the bottom of the layout. I'm going to temporarily put it back together, push it through, and then I'm going to do the bottom rub-on. I really like using those bingo challenge sheets because it makes you grab for stuff maybe that you weren't even thinking about you know, using for a specific layout. Like I wasn't really thinking about using a flare, but because it said flare, I went into my stash and grabbed a flare, and then it said flowers, so I went in and got my Cheeky Studio flower embellishments, and I'm going to make some little embellishments of flower. And like the rub-on, I probably wouldn't have went and got that, even though I just got it like a couple of weeks ago. And I thought it was stinking cute. I got two of them. I got one that does like a little coffee cup, and it's like a Starbucks one. Super adorable. So I know I'll be using that on a layout soon. And so that's what I like. I like that, you know, you sort of have a check off list, you know, like, okay, yeah, I use that. And I just find then that my embellishment clusters are nice and full because I'm making sure that I add tons of embellishments in each of the embellishment clusters. I'm going to put those together, and then I'm going to add some enamel dots and then some mist, and then you'll see how much I got done on that page. I think I have 4 that I didn't have done. And while I'm finishing up, I just want to remind you, if you haven't joined my Facebook group, it's in the description box below. That's where all the challenges are, you know, named, and there's a place to add your pages. And on May 13th, I'm going to draw for 7 winners, and I have the giveaway video. It's in a separate video if you want to go see that. And also, all my classes are on sale till May 13th or something like that too, the same time, at 50% off. So that means you can get a class that has like sometimes like 30 videos for like $12.50. I just want to, it's just a way for me to say thank you to all of you for all your support, and I just appreciate each and every one of you. And again, don't forget to enter a comment in each and every single one of the videos that says National Scrapbooking Day on them. That will enter you into the draw for the giveaway. And also, I'm going to draw from the Facebook group. In the description box below, I have a link to my Facebook group. I have a link to my classes. Everything is in the box below. Now, as you see here, I had 5 boxes that wasn't done, and I went, wait a second, I can do a stamping really easy. So I went and got my roller date stamp and added March 2018. So I was able to to fill in one more. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you're enjoying these videos, if you wouldn't mind, give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to leave a comment down below. And I want to thank you so much for joining me for National Scrapbooking Day 2018. Bye.